Hey everybody, thanks for swinging back to my little YouTube world here. It's Utah Johnny. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you everybody for the wonderful comments and of course the likes on some of the videos, Pepe's video in particular. I think he's been pretty popular. I have 3 other car projects right now I'm working on, and I thought, well, let me do some documenting on some of the projects and share them with you because I think everybody likes to see projects. So with that, let's take a peek at what the heck I got going on right now. Okay, so this is the first project, and it's kind of a top secret thing right now. Of course, I'm sharing some of it with you guys, but we won't do a little reveal until it's kind of all done. Some of my real close buddies have seen it, and they know what it is. I'm just going to keep it under wraps for the time being. I did this last year during COVID because the world was so crazy, and this will be a real fun one. This is the number 2 project. I don't know if you guys have seen these Porsche Cayennes lately, but there's a few companies that are making some awesome off-road products for these. They're doing lift kits and big tires and cool wheels, and you know, they're turning out to be pretty cool little overland rigs. I'm a big 4-wheel drive guy. I have been for quite some time. There's my old Land Cruiser, the 1996 that I've had for 16 years now. But I like the Porsches, and I thought, well, let's have some fun with this one. So the plan is to lift it and to make it look really off-roadish. But the current project in the garage now, let's go look at that. Alright, so I know what you're thinking. What in the heck is that? That, folks, is a 1984 Chevy G20 van. And the reason why I bought this? Well, if you ever heard of the show back in the 80s called the A-Team, this is what I'm doing. I'm making an A-Team van. So some of you are probably not old enough to even know what the heck the A-Team is. I think it started in 1983, and it was just a cool show. If you grew up in the 80s, you kind of knew about this. So I am making a replica A-Team van, and that's what this is.
I love it when a plan comes together.
I set out on the search to find one of these, and it was actually really hard to find. They're not around. I wanted an older one so I didn't have to worry about emissions and so forth. The other big, huge key thing is having that sliding side door. Again, really hard to find. Now, in the best world, it would have been nice if I could have found one without the window, but this was close enough, and it was here in Utah. The guy that had it for sale offered to deliver it to me, because he was actually a couple hours away. So he threw it on a trailer, and I bought it. I committed to it before even seeing it, and the fun began. Now, when I set out on this journey of building an A-Team van, I started researching, and there's some really cool videos out there on YouTube already. To my surprise, there's a Facebook group that is called A-Team Van Enthusiasts, and they have all the facts and the stats on the A-Team van and the wheels they use and the paint codes and all that fun stuff. Now, is my van going to be 100% replica? No, it's not. It's going to be pretty darn close, and technically the A-Team van was a GMC Vendura. This is a Chevy G20, It's essentially the same thing. The grill is changed a little bit. So again, it's not going to be 100%, but it's going to be close enough that it'll be fun and nobody will ever know the difference. So I am a little late in showing you guys what I've been doing. I have some photos that I will share with you now. Basically how the van looked when I got it. Basic just white van with a very empty interior, some old seats. I think it was a plumbing or an electrician's van in its previous life. So first things first, because it was still cold out, I went and tackled the interior while I had it in the garage. And I redid everything.
Wow.
I took that blank canvas and added carpeting and made these little kickouts, and I added some lighting to the ceiling and added these cool red stripes because you're going to see that's all going to tie in when the van is painted, or you know what the A-Team van is. I went to Pick and Pull and got these really cool Honda Odyssey seats, and I was able to get 4 of them. They were actually super clean. I walked away paying $200 for all 4 of those, and I retrofitted them. This is cool. Has a little, let's see here. Has a little cup holder. Look how cool that is. There's with the lights on. Let's see, what else? Oh man, the whole front interior. This van, as you can see in the photo, it was blue inside. So I took the dashboard all apart and using the SEM line of interior paints, I painted it gray. Got this custom dash mat with a little bit of embroidery. Those of you that know Mr. T will make sense of that. Added a stereo, painted the insides of the doors, added a little, pinstripe there, and then I fabricated this overhead console that was in the original show with a police scanner, which I found on eBay, and light switches, CB radio, all that fun stuff. Now, I've collected all of the parts for this van. There's off-road lights. I got the wheels. Oh man, that was a story. And I just finished painting the wheels. Let's go take a look at those actually. Now these wheels were just murder to try to find. And they're old school. They're like 70s and 80s. When you find a set with the proper lug pattern for a Chevy van, which is kind of a weird size, 5x5, those wheels, if they're available, they're generally quite a bit of money. People are asking top dollar because they know what they have. I know what I got. Anyway, I found these wheels. There was a little boo-boo with them. The guy that I bought them from measured wrong, and turns out they were not a 5x5. They were a 5x475. However, they're a unilug wheel. What the heck's a unilug wheel? Well, it's a wheel that has an oval lug opening that you can actually use on different vehicles. And that's what these wheels are. So I had to buy some wheel adapters. I had my good friend Maker machine some spacers for me to make them work, and I think we're going to make them work. But I still paid way too much money for them. It is what it is. So yeah, these are the wheels I just painted last week in Rally Red, the Corvette color, and now I get the fun time of masking all of this outer edge off, and I have to paint the insides of these spokes black, because that's the way the A-Team van had them in the television show. Okay, so the reason why I'm just kind of so stoked today is this came. Ooh boy, what is it? Well, it is the fun fiberglass that I ordered for the van, all the spoilers and the wheel arches and so forth. Folks, I ordered this like almost 3 months ago, and I've been patiently waiting for this stuff to come. It's been painful. I got the knife. Let's open stuff. I did get pretty lucky with the exhaust system on this. Somebody had already put a glass pack on it, and they did these little side draft mufflers. This sounds pretty good. All right, folks. Well, thanks so much for joining this first episode. A little rundown of some of my projects in the first part of the A-Team van. I'll keep this updated the best I can, and you guys have a good day. Take care.